In a move that escalates tensions between China and the European Union, Chinese firms have formally applied for an anti-dumping probe into pork imports from the EU. This latest development opens a new front in the ongoing bilateral trade disputes between the world's two major economic powers. The state-backed Global Times reported that the move comes after the EU imposed anti-subsidy duties of up to 38.1% on Chinese-made electric vehicles to shield its auto industry from competition. China imported $6 billion worth of pork, including offal, in 2023, with the EU accounting for more than half of those imports, according to customs data. The Global Times report did not provide details on the requested anti-dumping probe or specify which pork products would be targeted. The report cited a business insider as the source and did not name any companies involved. Analysts suggest that the targeting of pork imports, particularly offal and other pig parts that are less popular in Europe but in high demand among Chinese consumers, could be a strategic move by Beijing. This could potentially spare Germany, which is reluctant to impose tariffs on Chinese EVs, while putting pressure on other major EU pork suppliers like Spain and France. The potential anti-dumping investigation is seen as the latest retaliation from China following the EU's decision to impose tariffs on Chinese-made EVs. China has a history of targeting food products in trade disputes, as the loss of access to its massive market can have immediate political consequences for elected officials in the affected countries. Major European pork producers, such as Spain's Interpork and France's Inapork, have expressed concern about the potential probe and the impact it could have on their access to the Chinese market, which they consider crucial. The loss of trade to China could also depress the European pork market, as was the case when Germany was shut out of export markets, including China, due to African swine fever outbreaks in 2020. The escalating trade tensions between China and the EU come at a time when both sides are seeking to maintain stable economic and diplomatic relations. The outcomes of these latest developments will likely have far-reaching implications for the global pork trade and the overall China-EU relationship.